So last year I was set up where that palmetto's at, that oak tree that's directly behind it. I was about 10 foot up, so I could see all of this out here and a little over to my right. But now I can still see all of it. I can see right here in front, this little pocket, and then to my right, we've got this section here that we can see. It's about a 40-yard stretch. I like this a lot, a whole lot better than last year's setup. I mean, last year's setup, I got here the day before the hunt, just like today, and it was my first time here. So I was going based off of just what I could gather with that. I had no idea how this hunt was going to go, and I only had one day to hunt, so we made the most of it. We did good, seen a good bit of deer and killed them 2 does, seen a nice buck to get a shot on. But now we've got that intel, and granted, I've only got one day to hunt again for this hunt, but we're going to make the most out of it for tomorrow morning. I will shoot one of y'all if you come out tomorrow. I was just standing here doing another glimpse of the area. I'm going to be sitting right behind those palmettos there. Those pigs would have been 40 yards from me. Somebody must have spooked them up. Of course, then again, they could have caught my scent because my wind is blowing back that way right now, and I just walked through the main view area, which is where they stopped when they first were running through, and then they really got going. Or probably somebody might have spooked them up. It's almost 12 o'clock now, so people are going to be rolling in here and, rolling around like ants in this place, busting stuff up all over the place. It's just after 3 o'clock, heading into a new area I have not been into before yet, but I'm going in here and there's already trails popping off of this thing. We're going to get in here and see what we can find for the possible afternoon spot for tomorrow. After deer have been bumped around and pushed all over the place and shots been going off that first morning, we'll see. Try to get in something a little denser, more security type cover. Got a scrape. If I've only got one day to hunt, like what I am this trip, and you know that the deer are going to be getting very much pushed first morning of the hunt, then for that afternoon, especially since you only got the one day, is find the dense security cover that you can find. Look for sign and just don't pick any random thick area. Be strategic in your search and how the habitat features may funnel deer a certain way when they're coming through that thicket. It's like the spot I was just at where I found that scrape. If I end up sitting in there tomorrow afternoon, that's going to be maybe 35 yards max shot. Average shot going to be 20 or under. So keep that in mind and use the habitat to your advantage. Even though it's thick, the deer is still going to maneuver through it in a tactical way, especially after having a morning of gunshots all over and people walking around like ants out here. Another freshly hit scrape. Going down this trail here. Look, there's another scrape there. Man, I'm finding a ton of buck sign in here. This joker dug into the roots down here. And we got some poop in it too. That trail cuts into that thick stuff. tearing it up in here. Got a rub and then a scrape right here. Man. Well, I'm glad I saw that. Somebody's lock-on stand they got. And they got it in a dang good spot. So if you recognize that as yours, good job. You got you a fine looking spot in here. Plenty of buck sign. So I'm backing out. It's just after 8 o'clock. We got the window cover up there. We're in our bed. Just like during turkey season. We got our fan set up here. We'll be having some cool air blowing on us. Thankfully, it's already about 64 degrees outside. It's gonna be warm tomorrow, almost 90, but it's supposed to drop down to around 60 tonight. And the fact that it's already 64, it's quite nice. We got windows cracked just enough where it don't get stuffy in here, but it doesn't let any bugs in. So, without further ado, with only one day to be able to hunt tomorrow, we're sleeping in the back of the truck instead of going crazy with getting campsite and all that stuff put up. So I'll see y'all in the morning. Hopefully we're gonna be filling some of our stake tags tomorrow, because we're using our stake tags for this hunt. So see what happens. See y'all in the morning. We are set up and ready to roll. Without further ado, let's make the most that we can out of only being able to hunt today before I gotta go home. So we're gonna make the most out of it. See you at daylight. Man. I don't know if I hit her or not. Man, that was like 10 minutes back and forth with her going in and out of this thicket. I just see another one right there. There's another one right there. could have missed her, honestly. Because, I mean, anybody can miss, but I mean, that was 30 yards. And I mean, I was quite steady. When I shot, there was a deer that was like running to me, that I'm pretty sure was her. And it cut around, and the tail was doing one of those numbers. But then another deer come right out of the same spot where that one ran in. I don't know. But the deer that just ran out of that when I was trying to reload, it didn't really run off. It just kind of trotted off to my right here and stopped in this little thicket 20 yards from me. I don't know. I'll try to watch the footage over again, but I'm pretty sure it's just a whiteout from smoke. Dang it. I should have shot her right back up. Right there. I thought that was two fawns, which it was. There was two fawns, but the mama doe, that looked like the doe that I shot at. So that's not a good sign, but that still makes me just wonder so much if I still might have hit that one doe. I mean, there could have been two grown does and those two fawns. I don't know. I'm so unsure about that right now. If I'd known that grown doe was coming behind that little fawn, I was going to shoot her, but when the camera picked her up, that's as quick as I saw her. I didn't see her before then. It's 9:15. I'm going to go ahead and walk over to where I shot that doe, see if we can find any blood or anything like that. And that'll also help dictate whether I'm going to shoot one of them pigs if one comes out. So let's go look real quick. She was standing right here somewhere. Oh, look at that. She must have fell down into that right there. Yeah, that's really good looking stuff right there. She must have crashed down into that. I'm tucked in right in that center glob of junk. And there was a deer that ran right here 10 yards in front of the camera after I shot. I don't know if that was her or one of them other deer. Oh man, right here in front of my face. Not even realizing it. Come on, camera, focus. Got blood all on that. Blood down there. Oh yeah, so that was a different deer I saw. This is a trail they were walking right here. Of course, the camera doesn't do it justice, but just take my word for it. It's a trail. Got some blood on that palmetto. Blood all right here. She's got to be close. I mean, look at all that. I mean, she's just pouring it out. Well, I see her. I just jumped a deer. But that's her right there. Well, that'll make number 7 so far for the season's total. Second doe of the season. Thankful for the good Lord blessing me the opportunity to come out here. Thankful for this deer and its life. The Lord giving me the capabilities to capitalize on the opportunity that He gave me. You know, I had a feeling when I was tracking her that there was a good chance a deer was going to be bedded up close by. Sure enough, we jumped that one up. I sat down for about 10 minutes hoping circle back around, because sometimes they'll do that if they don't spook off too badly. When you've got a deer down and you jump one up, as long as you don't spook them off too bad, sometimes they'll circle back around and you might could get a shot on another deer. But we're going to get her on out of here. It's warm now. Now that I've got up and started moving around, it is quite toasty. So we're going to get her taken care of, get her signed in on my app first foremost, get her checked in, and then we'll be able to pull her out from here, get her on back to the truck, get her on some ice after we get her cleaned up, get all these flies off of her. Thank you, Lord, so much for this deer. Thank you, dear, for your life. Thank you all so much for sticking around, and I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And before long, I'm going to have to start making some cooking videos and show y'all exactly how I cook these things up. Because I talk about me eating them all the time, but I never show you how I do. So that's going to have to be in some future videos for sure.